do you go to bed naked every night or do you...
Every blood clot night. This morning I woke up with my schlong out, bro. Simple as that, cuz.
This guy lost it.
Simple as that, cuz.
Say it with chest podcast.
Welcome to the Funny Francis and Draay podcast. I go by the name of Funny Francis. Big belly for the big telly. Your grandmother's favourite care home visitor.
Yo, it's Draay. We don't play, and we're filming another episode of the podcast today. And what are we doing today?
So basically, we're going to be going
Sorry. What's that on your head?
Eh?
What's that on your head?
Bro, if you don't know about Leonidas, you ever watched the movie 300?
I can't go into the episode without talking about what's on your head. And why is it not symmetrical?
because obviously this helmet was built for man with small heads in it. And I've got a big head and a big nose, yeah? So the dimensions ain't matching, isn't it?
You look
But obviously, you know about Leonidas and the 300 and that?
No.
This is Sparta. You ain't heard of it?
Oh, yeah, the film.
Yeah, obviously,
the film,
I'm one of them dons. I was there, cuz. So I just come out of that to come here to represent your thing and the podcast.
That makes sense with the timeline as well.
Yeah, because obviously that was about 3,000 years ago,
Yeah,
innit? So
your age that much as well, yeah.
you're sick. But yeah, enough with the helmet, yeah? Because I'm out here saving the world and changing history, yeah? Today's episode, we're going to be talking about things we love and things we hate with a passion.
Yes.
So we're going to reel off one by one and dissect why we hate them, why we love them. And yeah, I'll let you start and do the honors there, big man.
So, the first thing that I wrote down that I love is bubble baths.
What is that?
A bubble bath, like a bath in your house, and you put the bath bomb in it and the fairy liquid.
Fairy liquid? You trying to burn your skin, big man?
And all the bubbles and that, and it's warm, you lie in it, relaxation.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying, yeah? Bro, how did they wear these helmets all them years ago? This is uncomfortable, blood. How did they do this, bro? This is mad. But hear what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Personally, yeah, I'm saying, you know what I just clocked? If we're on the battlefield, yeah, and we all got these on, how do we hear each other?
Yo, Francis, yo.
You have to shout and
you hear that, yeah.
So the enemy's on the horizon and that.
Yeah.
What about the nose?
They're all wearing that as well, so it's like it's even playground.
What about the nose, though? Because I can't breathe too good out this nose, you know.
Because your nose is wham. Your nose is wham off, bro.
I know because surely they weren't wearing it like this, blood. Maybe my head ain't suited shit.
Is that your real hair coming through the top as well?
What?
Is that your real hair coming through the top as well?
What, the thing? Nah.
Yeah, the mohawk.
Little mohawk and that. But here's what I'm saying, though. Personally, yeah, I think showers are better, you know, big man.
Yeah. I
Quicker,
agree.
efficient,
Yes.
cleaner as well.
Obviously, I'm not having a bath every day. If I could, I would, yeah. But I'm not having a bath every day because I don't pay the water bill. You get me? Yeah. But yeah. I enjoy like my family went on holiday. Yeah. I'm home alone. I've bought a few candles from Lush.
Oh my
lit the candles up. Yeah.
Oh,
I've had a long day at work, and I've got into.
This one don't work, by the way, guys. It's full of work. Where do you at, man? You don't work.
Yo, I've had a long day at work. Drop the bubble bath in, let it disintegrate. The bath's pink. The lights are off. The candles are lit. I get in it. Eyes closed. Relaxation. And I'll put a podcast or a YouTube video on or something.
So you're saying, yeah, you love bath. You love taking a bath, yeah?
Yeah.
Because what? It's tranquil. You feel like you can release your feminine energy.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about feminine. But like right now, my back's hurting, isn't it? Like my back's hurting.
You need a girl to massage that.
No, I need a bath to let the muscles soak. That's what I need. I don't need no girl. It's not everyday girl, yeah? It's let me get a bath and deal with that myself.
So do you believe, yeah? Let's say Radox, muscle relaxing, shower gel, whatever, bath gel.
Yeah.
Do you think that bollocks is actually working, bruv?
I don't know.
When you come out...
All I know is hot water helps.
Listen. When you're coming out of the... When you're coming out of the bath, yeah?
Yo, is your head stuck?
When you're coming out of the bath, yeah? Is your muscles more relaxed or not?
Yeah. Everything's...
Dangling.
Relax. Everything's dangling. Everything's dangling.
I am my nose. I am blood. It's crazy.
Yo. You're sick. How did you know what I was gonna say?
So what?
Everything's relaxed.
So what, you love that more than having a shower then, yeah?
Yeah, because I have a shower every morning.
So what, a bath's more like a privilege?
Yeah. I have to wait for the whole family to get lost because obviously one bathroom and that. I can't have a bath because I want to be in there for half an hour and then people are going to be coming in wanting to go to the toilet. So I just can't enjoy it. So when my family go away on holiday and stuff and if I can't make it, then I'll have the baths done.
So do you purposely make sure you can't make it just so you can have a bath?
No.
All right then. We'll swiftly move
I tell
on,
my
then.
mum, oh, my boss said I can't have
We'll
the day
swiftly
off.
move on, yeah? Was that one of the things you love, yeah?
Yeah, one of the things I love. What's one of the things
One of the things I hate.
Okay, yeah, go
It's
on.
when I see couples holding hands in public and,
Oh.
they've locked off the entire pavement. Why are you not holding hands like this? Yeah? You guys know your husband and wife or girlfriend and boyfriend, yeah? Why are you locking off the pavement, holding hands all spread out on the pavement, and the next man have to walk around you? Why are you doing this? You guys know you're an item. The world don't need to know. You don't need to block the
But that's
pavement.
because in their head, yeah,
You got me walking on the road, yeah, just to walk around you because you've locked off the thing. You're doing a just stop oil. You're locking off the thing, locking off the pavement, interlocking hands like an idiot. Yeah, when you know you're both going home to each other at night. Does the world need to know? Does the pavement need to be blocked off? The pavement's only 2 meters long. 2 meters
So you
wide,
don't
yeah?
like the public affection? You're not into that yourself?
Nah, I ain't holding hands with no one because I know I'm clarting it anyway. So who am I telling? What do I need to tell the world, yeah, with this holding the hands like an idiot, yeah? As if I'm going to lose my partner, yeah?
But some girls like that, though.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Like,
Joke, thing,
like-
idiot thing.
Someone told me that their ex didn't like it if they didn't hold hands with them.
Yeah, that was probably me. I was probably that ex because it's an idiot thing.
That's what someone told me, that their girl was like, hold my hand, and he said no, and then she got tight.
What?
Like, girls get like that. She's like, hold my hand, and if you say no, they're like, oh, so you don't want people to know that I'm your girlfriend? Say less.
But
I've
they
been
know
doing that
already,
voice
look,
too much today.
They can go online and find out who's who, yeah? So they know that we're an item, yeah?
Nah.
There's no need for us to be holding hands and blocking the pavement. Other people have to walk around us like we're idiots.
Cool.
Like we're
At
on
the
the pavement.
start of my last relationship a couple of years ago, yeah, I was into the holding hands and that, yeah. Like, oh, this is my girl. But then the longer it went on, like, and I was holding her bag and that, you know, the joke man, yeah. And then, but then the longer it went on, I was like, nah, hold your bag. I don't want to look moist, innit? And then she's like, what? You've changed. And then I'm like, oh, I don't really want to hold hands. And obviously now she thinks I don't like her, but it's like there's a honeymoon stage, and now it's like we're just boyfriend and girlfriend now, innit? Relax. Like, it's not every day hold hands.
So do you think there's a so what you're saying is there's a limit to this holding hands thing?
Yeah, I think holding hands. I don't think if I dated a girl now that I'd be doing the whole holding hands thing. But girls change people. Like, you're acting all bad on cam, yeah.
Bro,
but
my
if
name's
you got a
Leonidas,
girl
big man.
tomorrow and she said hold my hand, you'd be like, all right, babe, or like whatever. You get me? That's what you did. I tried to do your voice.
Well. You can ask all my exes, yeah, who've been with King Leonidas Francis, yeah.
Yeah,
And I hold
exes.
no hand in public, bro.
Yeah.
All of them can testify that.
Yeah.
But here's all I'm saying. My only gripe with the thing is,
But I think maybe in your old age you might get a bit more soppy now, like in the holding hands and stuff.
you think I'll get soft?
Yeah.
Like butter, soft, like lower pack and that. Crazy.
Clover. Crazy. But yeah, I think you might get more soppy in your old age, holding hands, hugging in public, you know, all of that. What? So what about the like kissing in public? You don't do that?
No, I ain't kissing nothing in public. That's crazy.
Nothing in public.
Nah.
They're people, you know.
I don't do that. I don't do any of that. But I come from a different culture, innit? Obviously.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
Obviously, from my parents' origins in Jamaica, we don't do that kind of
Yeah, of
stuff
course.
anyway. It's more of a Western, more of a European thing, more of an
Yo,
American
look,
thing.
no. This is what freaks me out, yeah. And this might be awkward at the next family reunion, yeah. But I hate the family members that the family members ain't lips in. That was about to sound mad. I hate when the family member brings their partner with them, and then they're lips in at the table and that, and like all touching each other's legs and all of that. Like why are you doing that at a family meal?
So you're saying if your uncle brought his thing,
Yeah.
he shouldn't show affection to his thing?
No, alright, cool. But my cousin, if for example my cousin brought someone and then they're all lips in at the table, would you think about that? I feel like that just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd agree because obviously,
And
like
I would never kiss in front of my mum. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to do that.
what, to kiss your girlfriend in front of your mom?
In front of my mum, that's mad.
Yeah, I suppose you're right because obviously,
I've never even had to go around for dinner.
so you even had a girl to kiss in the first place. But scenario based, obviously, some things don't need to be shown to everyone. So, 100 years ago, yeah, women and men wouldn't even do that thing in public anyway. So you're right still. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I ain't got a problem if man and gal want to kiss on the roadside, yeah, or do your thing on the roadside.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is the holding hands and locking off the entire pavement, like your relationship's the most important thing right now. And me who's late for work trying to get the bus is not important. I need to do a detour around your clock just to get the, you know what
So
I'm
what
saying?
you do is you walk into the arms, you say, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Well, have you
until
done
they
that?
go, huh?
You done that?
Nah, sometimes I can be a D-head. I can be in a mood sometimes.
So just on the tangent, yeah. What about the mothers with the 6 kids and the 2 prams and that, yeah? And they've blocked off the entire pavement. Where do you go? Yeah?
Across the road.
You cross the
Across
road?
the road.
No, I'm bulldozing the
I'm
youth.
not getting involved in that.
I'm
There's too much casualty there.
I'm
There's 6
bulldozing the
kids,
youth
fam.
because the mother should know
Bulldozing the
better, bruv.
youths.
She could teach them, look, single file, folks. But nah, she's bossed up.
Like Pied Piper.
Yeah. That's it. But look, she's took the whole damn pavement for her and her youths. And each youth's got a different baby daddy. Where's the baby daddies to tell them, yo, single file kids? No one's to be seen. No one's nowhere to be seen.
That's because they're active,
Go on,
innit? They're active. Activity 9.
But anyway, let's move on to the next
Alright,
one.
cool.
What's
Let
your
me
next,
sit-
what's your next thing you love?
No, I'm going to say one thing I hate because
Gonna
the
say
last thing I
one
said
thing,
was,
yeah, go on.
type shit. Cool. One thing I hate is girls that can't spell
What do you
on
mean?
text. Like, you know, on text,
Oh,
yeah? If a
yes.
girl don't use her commas, right, yeah, and all of that, that'll put me off.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of your icks?
Yeah. Obviously, because I'm not like proper, like, I'm not a dog like you, innit? Like, you'll probably take whatever. Like, I'm quite picky. Yeah. Like, I'm quite like, if she's messaging me, yeah, and she keeps spelling words wrong, and I'm correcting her, and she's still spelling them wrong, I'm like, okay, do we need to go see a doctor?
You know what I've had, yeah? In my many years on Facebook Marketplace, yeah?
Yeah,
I've
come
come across
on.
gal who only talk in what's the
Slang.
word? In like instead of saying good GO how you spell good GOOD, yeah?
They put
say
GD, yeah.
I've had
I
gal-
hate girls like that.
Bro, I've had gal, yeah, engage in an entire conversation like that.
What's more? Where they're
Mad.
like,
Annoying,
yeah, they're like,
irritating,
they're like,
repulsive,
LU.
revolting.
Love you. LU. Love
Who?
you. LU. Love you.
Oh, is that what I love you
Or
means?
K.
Yeah, when they say K, that's a conversation deader.
Yeah, of my life, bro. You might as well have just ignored me, fam.
You know, remember that thing? What was it? Age, sex, location.
Huh? Send me the location. Let me right there.
Right. When they say Amstel, PMSL, I don't know. But basically, yeah, when they can't speak general English like you're saying,
Yeah.
that's a turn off. I agree with that one. That turns me off as well.
And
'Cause
then
it makes me think you're an idiot on the landing.
Yeah.
Joke, man.
And I think you do need to include your commas in your text.
Yeah, it makes English easier to read, doesn't it?
Because, yeah, it just looks like a bunch of words and that. Whereas when I'm messaging you, full stops, commas. You get me?
Who me?
Yeah, when we're messaging, full stops and commas, innit? We're very official.
Yeah, obviously.
But
The king of Sparta knows full English.
and
isn't it?
if I try bust any slang with this guy, he'll just laugh at me. So
Yeah,
I don't do
'cause
that anymore.
That's the behaviour of a delinquent, fam.
Yeah, facts.
Trying to reach royalty with me, isn't it? Come on.
But yeah,
But yeah, let me
girls
give you-
that can't spell, allow it.
So
Or thanks, THX.
yeah, that's repulsive. Disgusting. You know what it is though? It just goes back to laziness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because me personally, yeah, I think it takes more mental strain to translate normal English into slang English than it is to just say the normal
Bro,
English.
and when they're typing THX, is it not autocorrect into thanks? So
And then you're having to do the manual
delete
overwriting.
it. Yeah, they're having
Oh
to
my
delete it and write it
days,
again
what was
until
it?
their phone learns that their
they're handicapped.
brain cells, yeah.
I'm missing minerals, bro. I'm missing minerals. But yeah, what I'm saying now. Yeah, let me give you one thing I love, because I don't know
Yeah.
if I've done any loves yet, yeah?
Cool.
You know what I really love?
What?
Going into a freshly made, clean bed after just having a shower.
Yeah, that one bangs. That
Wow,
one
you know how nice that is,
bangs.
cuz. And I go in there naked, cuz. So I'm getting the full linen on my thing. It's crazy. You know how nice that
It's
is?
facts. Bro,
You just change your bed,
bro,
yeah?
I say this to my boys all the time. Yeah, going to bed naked
nice.
is a different.
Bro, it's like you're floating on cloud 6, not even 9. You're going to 6. You've gone back in time. Bro, you know what it is? Let's read through the story, yeah? Boom. You ain't changed your bed for 2 weeks because you're a tramp, innit?
Yeah.
You change your bed now. You put on some fresh. What kind of washing up liquid you not use? Detergent? No, what is it? What kind of washing up clothes detergent do you use?
Oh, I don't know.
Fairy Parcel.
Yeah, Fairy Person, one of them.
Yeah, joke, man.
Yeah, I
So
don't
me now,
do the washing.
You don't do your washing?
Nah,
You don't wash your own clothes, big man?
no, my mum does that.
Oh, it's crazy. But man like me now, I have to do everything for myself.
Yeah.
You know when you just get the clothes out the microwave, out the
Washing machine. Yeah.
Freshly parcelized. Yeah. And you change your bed, and it's just glistening. You ever noticed when you change your bed, it smells different?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. Why?
'Cause you change the bed, innit? It's fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh linen.
Yeah.
And you just come out the shower now. Intense shower.
But you haven't touched your bed.
Exactly.
Like
The bed's a virgin.
because
The bed hasn't been touched.
yeah,
for this.
because you know what's about to go down. You know the foul play that's about to go down. You know you're about to go have a shower.
Between your skin and that linen.
and the clouds. So you know you're about to go have a shower, Redox, Head and Shoulders, all of that, yeah. And then you're about to get into the bed.
But you know what's mad? I you know what I do? I tease my bed. I don't give my bed satisfaction straight away. I just sit on the edge in my towel and that, and let my bed like wait for me, innit? You know one of them ones? Yeah. Where you're just sitting there in your towel and you just got the natural water just coming off of you like that, yeah? Especially when you just washed your hair, you feel like a star.
Like, I was
you know this
the
bed's
way I was
about to get some
imagining you.
serious work.
I didn't imagine you teasing it. I imagined you coming out the shower, dropping the towel straight away. Don't need that.
Nah, it's about the
hopping in.
foreplay, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta make the linen wait for you because
So
you're
you're
the star.
sitting on the edge, you're drying yourself, getting ready to get in.
Trust me. And every now and
And then
again,
you
you just give the bed a little spank and that. Give the linen a little spank saying, yo, I'm soon going to be laying on your teeth.
Yeah.
Get it?
How long do you leave it?
Do me, I'm teasing the linen for about 15, 20 minutes.
Nah, that's a long time, fam. That's
Trust
half
me.
of a podcast.
I'm teasing the linen for time, cuz.
Yeah.
Until the linen begging, say, yo, Francis, just lay on me, man. What are you wasting time for?
Hop in, yeah.
Hop in, wrap up. But I ain't going to lie, though. That is a nice feeling, though. Still.
And then you slowly drapes it down to get into the bed sheets, and you hop in.
That is mad. That is mad. But don't you feel so cozy and like so warm and so nice, though?
Yeah, bro. Once I get in, it's charged. I'm going to bed.
And don't you think, well, for me anyway, I find it madder. I sleep quicker when I've just gone into a freshly bathed, brand new bed after having a shower.
Yeah.
Compared to, you know, like if you've been in a bed that you've slept in for a few days.
Yeah.
The love and the nurture and the feeling from the bed, the radiance is different, cuz.
Okay. And you know how sometimes, like, do you go to bed naked every night, or do you...
Every blood clot night. This morning I woke up with my schlong out, bro. Simple as that, cuz.
I lost it.
Simple as that, cuz.
Like, usually I'm wearing stuff when I go to bed, innit?
You know why? Because you've got a fear. If your door gets kicked down and that, and the federale got you in cuffs, your schlong's on the news, fam. Now, a man like me, I'm not business, cuz.
Yeah.
So if the police raid my yard now and drag me out the bed, man, I was sleeping good beforehand, innit?
No. I'll always have something on, yeah? And I'm a pajama fiend as well. If you get me a nice set of pajamas, that's me, bro. That's me, yeah?
What kind of pajamas you got? Love Island pajamas, innit?
No. Okay, I can't. I don't really wear pajamas like that anymore. But if I get one good set, I'll bang that out. But usually it's just a boxers and baggy t-shirt. You get me? Yeah.
Shirt as well.
Nah, occasionally it depends on the weather. And then, but recently, yeah, you know when you just feel tight and like uncomfortable, you have to just get naked.
Okay, nothing.
It's a different level of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bed's chatting to you. You get the vibes. You just know when it's time to get naked. It's time to get naked.
That's mad.
Yeah.
You ever shook though that your parents might walk in on you? Though?
Yeah, but why would they take my bed sheets off? Why would they do that? Oh, let's have a look. They're not gonna do that, are they?
Yeah, you got a point though. Still, got a point, those.
If your parents come in and oh my days, one time I heard this story, yeah, that this guy was at this girl's house, yeah, and they were getting freaky, yeah, and but then they had the mum coming up the stairs, so obviously they're both naked, but now they've got in the sheets, the covers, and just lay there, yeah, asleep, pretending to be asleep, and the mum's come in thinking that they're both asleep, yeah. The mum's walked around the bed to the boy, opened the covers, locked, and closed it. That's what someone told me. That's what someone told me in school. Because obviously he's opened his eyes just enough to see, but she can't see that he's seeing. And then he's open, and the mum's just looking at his wood. Why has she done that? Is she trying to see what her daughter's dealing with?
And obviously, you've heard this story because he's gone back and told you, innit?
Yeah.
So has she told him that she seen his wood?
No, but he's seen it with his own eyes.
So he knows. So this is even sicker. She's sadistic because she's seen her son's wood.
No.
And
It's not her.
Confronted her son.
The girl is the mum's daughter.
Okay.
This son came over to
Okay. So the
is
mother seen the daughter's. Okay,
yeah, she's the
I'm with you now.
boyfriend of the daughter. Yeah, and the mum of the daughter has come in thinking that they're both asleep, lifted up the sheets, looked at his wood, and closed it and walked back
Maybe
out.
she fancied him, bro. You never know.
Or is she just trying? Okay, cool. Is she just trying to see that? Like, okay, cool. If
Is he packing serious?
yeah, but if
serious-
you're a mum, would you would you want it to be big or small for your daughter? That's a good question, I like.
You gotta think of it though. You want to preserve your daughter. You don't want your daughter in agony. Cause so, if she's dealing with leaning with the Subway footlong, you might just tell her, yo,
That's what I'm saying.
leave the meatball marijuana and just get the BLT, little
Yeah.
6-inch and that.
Yeah.
Because the
BMT.
footlong will damage you internally for life. Cause
Okay, no, that's a bit far. That's a bit far.
'cause you took it there, so I'm just giving you the real thing. Cause
So would you be a bit happier if it's a small one because you're like, oh, they're obviously they're not getting freaky all the time
if I'm a woman, yeah.
because she don't want that.
If I'm a woman, oh, where's the eye slits in this thing, yeah? Because I'm going blind, yeah, you know. All right, hold on.
So
I'm
technical difficulties.
If I'm a woman, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm a mother, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I never will be, yeah. But if I wanted to be one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, and the daughter, and the man of my daughter, the man who's clotting my daughter, yeah. I'm just saying, I just hope he's got a medium thing in it. What are you laughing for? What are you laughing for?
So that she's just content because you know.
Yeah, so she's content.
Because
Exactly.
you want your daughter to be happy, but you don't want her to be too excited.
Exactly. I don't want her to go. Oh, I don't want her to go full OnlyFans mode. But I don't want her to be like, what's the word you lot use? Back in my day, we used to use this word called
Yeah, and when
frigid.
oh frigid.
You know what that means?
No, what does it mean?
So how you correcting the pronunciation?
I never heard the word.
Joke, man. Basically, it means like raw. They're not sure. They don't know about the sexual landscape.
Oh yeah, like me.
Yeah, like you. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to call yourself that. Yeah.
Yeah, frigid.
So my daughter, I hope she finds a thing, a Donny, yeah, that's just got a medium thing, decent girth, not too long, maybe two veins and that keep the circulation going and that.
Oh yeah.
You see me? But I don't want my daughter to find a big blood clot, a big rocky walk.
No, but this is also the thing, yeah. It's like when you see your daughter with her man, yeah, as the dad, are you not just looking at him thinking, you're piping it?
We're obviously going to look at it like that. Obviously, men are naturally more protective of daughters than they are of sons, isn't it?
I don't think I could ever cope
What, knowing that your daughter's getting clotted?
by this guy that I'm just shaking hands with, inviting around for dinner and that. I can't. I don't. How
I ain't
can
inviting him
how
around
can
for
I
dinner,
have
blood.
a conversation with him?
Bro, put it this way. If you was clotting my daughter, yeah, I've got a baseball bat at the front door just for you with your name on it, blood.
But why though? It's normal. It's natural.
It's not normal for my little baby daughter. You're crazy. Even
But
if
she's
20
growing. She's growing.
even if she's 25 now, just to think of the agony. Because I put it this
The
way.
agony.
Because yeah, put it this way. I remember when I was a young man, and I was giving other people's daughters agony, and to see the role reversed. Now my daughter's getting the clotting and that, and my man's telling her who's the daddy. But I'm the daddy.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen that? Have you seen that on Instagram where it was like this girl? She's like, oh, when I say daddy in front of my boyfriend and my dad,
Who
and
answers?
yeah, and they both stood there by the drawer, and she's like, oh, daddy, can you get me a fork? And they both grab the drawer to get it.
I don't want that conundrum in my life.
Yeah, no, but if she says daddy, it does mean dad. Like, if I was the boyfriend, I would never think she's talking to me. If it's in front of her dad, you mad calling me daddy? That's for the bedroom.
But if she's calling you daddy all the day, all the time anyway, when her actual
Nah,
daddy ain't
allow
there.
it, allow it, allow it. That ain't running anyway if she's calling me daddy. That's too much.
You know, to me personally, that's a turn off. You know,
Have some respect for yourself, yeah.
for me, that's a big turn off
Yeah, why?
because it makes me feel like you don't have an actual genuine relationship with
your
your
dad.
actual dad. Because if you're mixing,
If you're seeing the word daddy in a sexual way,
yeah, your head's lost minerals. You've lost mental cohesion, bro. Because if me and you are clotting, yeah, I'm not your daddy, but yet you're bringing daddy into the thing. That means you're sick, cause your head gone. You need to be wearing a helmet.
who
blood.
started that?
You started it, but
No,
anyway.
no, who started the word daddy, bro? Who started that?
I
Why
probably
is
started
that
it,
a
innit? But
thing?
you initiated the whole thing, innit?
No,
but
but
here what?
no, but why is daddy a word? Who first said that in a sexual act of conduct?
Oh, it's these OnlyFans dons, innit?
No
These OnlyFans dons,
way.
bro.
No, they've been saying daddy since the medieval times, bro.
Medieval times and that. Since King Edward and that.
Yeah.
But what are we on now? What love or hate?
Who
We're
was
just rolling
that?
through.
Who was that? Whose point was that?
That was my one.
Was that what you love or what you hate?
I love going into a clean bed. after
How
having
did
a
we
shower.
get to there from there?
I don't know how
boy?
we reached
got on
that,
some
but it was good we got
tangents,
there.
boy.
Now let's get back to the halal.
Nah,
'cause I was a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
halal
All right,
there.
let me
Let's
go
reel
back.
it back.
Let me go back. So things I love. Is that what we're on, or things I hate?
No, I do hate because I just
Alright,
don't
cool.
love it.
Yeah, all right. So things I love, things I hate. Yeah, seafood.
I agree with that. I hate seafood.
You hate
but
seafood?
I love cod and haddock if it's fried.
I've never had any
Fish and chips.
I've never had fish. Not fish finger.
You're
not,
lying.
Not fish and chips.
Really?
Not prawns.
I've tried prawns. They taste a bit rubbery. I don't.
I've
really
never
like
had
them.
none of that. I just think, yeah, I'm the opposite of a pescatarian, innit? I just think allow the fish.
What's a pescatarian? Only eat fish.
Pescatarians are the ones that just eat fish, but it's like you know when you see them, when they used to have the fish in Asda, and the eye just used to be looking at you on the fish deck.
Nah, he's just preying your
Yeah,
thing.
I can't be eating that. Cause the thing is, with fish look like fish, whereas meat don't look like meat.
Oh, you're on about in their final form.
Yeah, fish look like
you know, no
fish.
thought of it like that, you know.
Fish look like fish, but chicken don't look like chicken. So I
Once
can
it's
yam
fried
that.
up and that and
Yeah.
seasoned up and that.
Yeah, once it's a wing and in my box, that don't look like no chicken.
But what about a piece of succulent fried fish?
Nah, allow it, man. How is that succulent? That's just wrong. It smells as well.
That bit I'll agree with because chicken doesn't have as bad of a smell as fish. Fish smells like granny piss up herself, innit?
I make a boss in chicken, you know.
What, you make chicken?
Yes.
You can cook?
Oh, allow it, man. I can cook chicken and pasta. That's my go-to.
How do you cook
I
your
meal
chicken,
prep
big
that.
man?
I eat that 7 times a week, bro.
Swear. That uni food life, yeah?
Yeah, so I get the Nando's seasoning packs. Yeah. I get the white chicken breast. I then pour like 3. So I put like eight breasts in the bowl. Yeah, 4 breasts in the bowl. Yeah, 8's a bit of a stretch. Then I put like 2-3 Nando's medium seasonings on it. Shake it around. Yeah, cook it on the pan.
Oh, you say your thing?
Yeah. I'm serious. Yeah, and then you just shaking it, whatever. Yeah, and then you burn it a bit.
Oh, you want that crust?
Yeah, and then the juices, you keep the juices, yeah, because then in the pasta, once I've made the tomato pasta, because I only like tomato pasta, I don't like the cheese pasta, yeah, allow it, yeah, yeah, only tomato, yeah, and then I'll put the sauce from the chicken in my pasta.
Sensational.
Oh, and you know with the pasta, yeah, you know when you get the pasta bowl and you've poured all the sauce out the pasta bowl, then you go to the tap and you put the water in the pot to get all the residues, and you put the lid on and you shake it and you pour that in your pasta as well.
So what, are you making your pasta sauce from scratch?
Obviously not.
So it's from a tin?
Yeah, no, from a pot, like
a
from
pasta
Lidl,
bowl
from
and that.
Lidl, innit?
Yeah.
So I get my pasta from Lidl, my pot from. No one seems impressed, man.
Nah.
Yeah, so basically, because
you
you
sound
want,
too enthusiastic about making pasta and chicken.
bro, because that's all I know.
That's your life, yeah?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've learned to cook. Other than that, it's air fryer.
That's crazy.
Chicken and waffles, chicken and smiley face, chicken and fries.
So before you die, would you ever try fish?
Huh? Yeah, more time. More time.
So what? Have you ever tried fish in your life then? No.
No.
So how do you know you don't like it?
I think I tried it once when my mum told me that it was a chicken finger, but it was a fish finger.
And
Yeah,
then what was your reaction?
Yeah, it was just alright, innit? But then afterwards, when she told me it was fish, I was like, ah, why would you trick me like that?
So deep down you'd eat it though, really, is what you're saying.
Yeah, probably. With anything,
All of that for that.
anything bangs with ketchup. Ketchup is like the ultimate sauce. Anything bangs with it.
Really? I'm more of a mayonnaise guy myself.
Yeah, we just allow it, man.
Mayonnaise.
Allow it.
Have you ever had mayonnaise mixed with ketchup? They call it
The pink sauce.
hollandaise.
The pink sauce.
Is it called hollandaise?
Yeah, I do that all the time. I'll have a like fried chicken breast with chips, and I'll have the mayo and the ketchup rubbed together. I'll bang that. And then also, what I've been doing recently is I'll have one like circle of ketchup and one circle of garlic mayo with anything I'm eating.
Anything.
And I'm just dipping it in there, and then sometimes, and then at the end they touch, so they mix.
Oh!
It bangs,
Had a
bro.
little pokey in
It
that.
bangs.
Little pokey touching in that.
You're a sicko. It bangs. But yeah, do you want me to just say another food I hate? Or
Another food that you hate.
yeah,
I'll give you a food that I hate. Yeah.
yeah.
What do I hate? I am anything really. You know?
Well, I hate Maisie crisps, like like Whatsits and Cheetos. That's what I hate.
Why?
Like, 'cause they just get stuck in your teeth.
Swear. Maisies and Trios.
Maisie crisps, as in like Cheetos and Whatsits.
What's maize?
Like you know how they the Whatsits, how they get stuck in your teeth.
You call that maize?
Maisie.
What
That's
does maize
the
mean?
description of it.
Swear down.
Yeah. So it's like Cheetos and that. I can't eat them
know what that means.
because they all get stuck in my teeth and that.
So basically, you're saying the texture
Yeah.
is mud.
Yeah, that's a diagnosis of autism as well. My mum keeps telling me those things I have that or something, but we'll move on.
You got autism, big man.
No, but because I have a problem with texture when it comes to food, innit? Like,
That's why you don't like fish. It's flaky.
If it touches my teeth and it's like got a mad texture, I'll like start cringing. But what's your favorite crisp then?
My favorite crisps.
Yeah, I'll eat anything.
You know what I quite like? Yeah, I like. You know, you ever had them Walker's Ridge crisps? Ridge crisps. Yeah.
Walker's Ridge crisps.
Yeah, but the ones that are called like man or something. I don't know what they're called.
Oh.
For men, like maybe for men.
Gosh, what are they called? Max.
Yes.
Walker's Max.
Yeah, the ridge things, the thick things.
Yeah.
Big bundle on them things there. Thick. Yeah. Because all the flavours are in the ridges.
Yeah.
They're nice. I'd eat a whole 1 kilogram packet of them. They're nice, fam.
My favourite crisps.
What's your favourite flavour though? Before we get into that.
Of what crisps?
Yeah. Cheese and onion, innit?
Cheese and onion. I was literally about to say that. You beat me to it.
Come on. What's your
Beat me
second
to
best?
it.
Ready salted, innit? Come on, my family. What's your third favourite flavour?
Prawn cocktail.
No. Okay. I thought we were gonna hit the trilogy.
What was you gonna say? Salt and vinegar.
You flopped it.
What was you gonna say?
What for my third one?
Yeah.
I'll probably say something like a salt and vinegar, bro.
Or meat.
Or meat
Like
flavour,
chicken.
meat variety.
Chicken roast. Or,
Meat variety.
Yeah.
Or steak.
Yeah,
hard.
like the beef one. The beef.
That's hard.
I'll eat like 3. I'll grab one of each flavour. You know, like the multi-pack.
Crazy on the landing.
So, speaking of crisps, yeah. If I gave you £5 to go in the corner shop and you get anything, what are you getting?
Me, I'm quite a sweets or a cake man, you know. So I'm buying bare cakes, bare sweets.
Bare with £5, yeah, with inflation and that.
So what I'm buying, yeah.
Cold, yeah. Good for the podcast, that.
It's difficult being a military leader, you know. You've got a lot of things, tiring work. So let me tell you what I'm buying, yeah.
Yeah.
So with my £5, first thing I'm doing is getting a Yazoo. You know what Yazoo is?
Yeah, the milkshake.
Yeah, these have been around a long time, probably before your time. Yeah,
Yeah, more time.
I used to live on Yazoos. Yeah, so I'm getting a Yazoo, probably about £1.10 now.
What
500
flavour?
mil.
What flavour?
Either strawberry or banana, but I love banana more.
Banana's the goat.
Banana Yazoo. Yeah. So let's say that leaves me with about £3.90. I'm buying either a cheesecake from the fridge, or one of them Bakewell tart things, the big round one, Euro shopper thing. Yeah, you know the Euro shopper.
Yeah.
Burgundy label, 90p.
Yeah.
Back in the day, probably about £1.50, 60, 70. Yeah. That leaves me with about £2.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do then, is I'm gonna buy a flapjack. Because I love flapjacks.
Flapjacks bang.
Flapjacks are serious. What's your favourite flavour of flapjack? Me, white chocolate, bro.
I just like plain.
Or toffee.
I just like
Joke, man.
plain.
All that for plain. You're giving your life for playing flapjacks, bro.
I just like the plain. It makes me feel like I'm being healthy.
Idiot. Me, I'm going for the toffee flavour or the white chocolate flavour or the caramel infusion. That's hard. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say that leaves me with what? Probably about £1 left, yeah?
Yeah.
So with my final £1 now, I'll probably get some biscuits or something, cause. And my favourite biscuits, chocolate digestives.
Yo,
Without a doubt. So
you're a sweet man, innit?
I love the sweets, cause that's why I've lost 2 teeth over my career, and that hasn't even been on the battlefield. I've just been eating bare sweets and that. Got my teeth taken
I'm not
out
really
and that.
into the sweets and that. I'm not really into the
So
sweets.
how are
and
you
that.
spending your £5 in
So
the
I'll
corner
get a
shop?
Pepsi Max. Yeah. No calories. Yeah. Then I'll get a packet of cheese and onion crisps. Big packet.
You've ruined it. You've ruined it.
What?
All right, bro. You spent about £3 already. You know that.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No.
How much are Walker's crisps right now?
no.
About £1.10.
Yeah, the £1.
How much is the Pepsi Max? 90p,
No,
bro.
80p.
Oh my.
So
days.
that's £1.90 that I've spent right now. Yeah.
So you got two. You got how much left? £3.10.
Yeah.
And what else you buy?
And then so I'm content with that. That I'm happy with what I've got there. But if I had to get more, then I'd get a picnic. The picnic bars are bossing right now. You know what I'm on about? Huh?
How much are they?
They're 80p. Yeah, they're like the purple ones that are like the fruit and nut bars.
I know the ones.
Yeah?
I know the ones. I ain't that
Bossing.
old. I know the ones.
Yeah, just making sure. And then I would probably get a flapjack as well than the plain ones, just to be healthy. That's what I'm gonna get then.
Okay, that's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
What flavour were the crisps?
Cheese and onion. But obviously that's if I'm going in my house. So I'm not coming here with cheese and onion crisps. Eating them in front of people. That's mad. Because the smell is crazy.
So let me give you the next thing that I hate, yeah?
Go on.
Is when I go to the toilet having a pee-pee, but then I need a doo-doo. You know how annoying that is? So annoying. It's like the pee-pee initiates the doo-doo. But my body already told me.
But are you sat down at this point or you shut up?
Who sits down to pee-pee if you're a man, big man? Are you alright?
You don't do that?
What, you sit down to just bust a general piss?
Sometimes, fam.
Raw.
You know what it is?
I need to get some lemon peels because you're zesty, my boy.
Like, you know
I
what it
rate
is?
that though, I rate that though.
It's not zesty,
Sometimes you need to be at one with your innateness. I know. You need
it's
to be
not-
on the toilet, big
It's
man.
not zesty, yeah. What it is, yeah, is sometimes like you're not really catching a break. So if I'm like tired and I'm working hard and that, yeah, and I've gone toilet, I'm gonna sit on the toilet, bro.
And earn that lunch break.
Huh?
And earn that lunch, make it worth your while, basically.
Yeah.
innit?
This pee is gonna last 5 minutes, and I'm gonna be sat on my phone whilst doing it.
Now, I think when you do that, that's when the body initiates the doo-doo, innit?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's actually a good thing if you're sat down and that happens.
No, it's not for me.
Because then you're there for longer. Whereas if you're stood up and then it's initiating the batty, then you have to turn around and readjust yourself.
What? The way you describe that's crazy. Readjust, turn around. But nah, I find it very annoying, especially if I've planned my day according to my body clock. So if my body's told me, raw, Francis, you ain't gonna need a doo-doo for the next 10 hours, And then 10 minutes into my day, I just bust a little general piss. Not even a full litre piss, like half a litre, a little 500 millilitres and that.
Yeah.
And I need a doo-doo. What's the point, bruv? What is the point? My body's a sellout. It's giving me the wrong signals.
Yeah.
But another thing though that is quite good is sometimes when you have a piss, when you needed a shit beforehand, it suppresses the shit, so you don't need a shit. I've done that bare times. So I've bought myself like 2-3 hours, yeah, just from having a piss. So I'm saying to myself, let's say I needed a shit at 6 o'clock. I had a big boy piss,
Yeah.
and I pushed that shit back to 9 o'clock.
But wait, bro.
That is serious,
But
cuz.
bro, I've never needed a number 2 and like it coming out. Like I choose when that comes.
I swear.
Like I'm not like running to the top. Maybe it's like age thing.
Here we go.
More time it is.
What, you
let's
think
be
I've
real.
got IBS?
I
Yeah.
can control my
Shut up,
bowels
man.
and that, innit? Whereas you like you're telling me you're running to the toilet because you need it and that.
Nah, bro. It's all about controlling it with the piss, innit? I've got that ability. Not many men can do that, innit?
Swear down.
Swear down, bro.
Swear down.
So have you never had the situation, yeah, where you needed a doo-doo, but you just had a piss, and you felt like you could hold off for the doo-doo?
No.
Okay, we'll move on then.
Because I sit down anyway. so if I need it, it's coming. You get me?
So every time you've needed it, you've been sat down already. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That is
Bro,
crazy.
I sit down more than I stand up.
Just for an average piss.
Yeah. Like when I went to toilet earlier, I was stood up in it because like it's a quick one. But most times, if I'm just at home or whatever, or in uni, I'll sit down, fam.
Wow.
Obviously, you wipe the toilet first if it's a public one.
Wow.
You're not into that, bro. I'm telling you, you need to try it, fam. It's relaxing to the maximum capacity.
I don't know if that's in my profile set to be sitting down for an average piss.
Yo, yeah, bro.
That would make me want to shit more often, though. That's the problem.
Bro, that's exactly, it's healthy.
It's not, man, because when we're living busy lives and that, yeah, and in my line of work, when I'm in different people's houses and that, yeah, I can't be doodling up customers' toilets and that. My TripAdvisor ratings will go down.
Yeah, no, facts. If you started doing that, there'd actually be problems.
That is mad. But I've learned something there. Wow.
Yeah.
Sitting down
One
to
thing
do
I
is
love,
intense.
yeah. One thing I love, yeah. 'Cause I've said a lot of things that I dislike about girls, yeah. I like when the girls rub their hand through the back of your head. You ever had that?
Yeah, I've had full body massages still.
That's not what I asked, big man. That's not what I asked, fam.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I said, have you ever had a girl rub her hand through the back of your
No,
head?
I've never had that. They've rubbed other areas in it, which I think are more important.
Nah, because sometimes when you're just hugging and watching Netflix and they're just rubbing their hand through your head, obviously I haven't had it in a minute because you lot don't want to shout me, yeah? Then, like, it's a different feeling. That's when you're like, okay, I'm in love.
What does it feel like? Does it feel tingly and
Your whole body tingles, fam.
Yeah!
It's
How do you
mad.
tingle it, cuz?
It's mad. You just feel like a little baby, bro.
Little toes and
What you showing your toes off, you weirdo?
crazy. And how do you like them to do it? What, left to right, just straight up the middle?
Just straight there, up, down, just hand through the hair. You get me?
You love that, yeah?
Love it. That's my
Crazy.
favourite thing for a girl to do.
And what, do you do it back to them or not?
What?
Do you-
I'll do the little spider thing.
What, on the head top?
On, like, wherever, innit? I haven't had a girl in time, allow it, man.
I can tell. You're rusty on the landing. You're rusty.
Chill up, bro. Just because
You know
you're
what
on
I hate?
Facebook
You know what I hate?
Marketplace.
Listen. You know what I hate? People who wear fake designer clothes. That annoys me with a passion. You know why it annoys me?
Why?
Because it shows you lot are trying to be things you can't afford to be. You're fake. What's the point? Like I was in Ends the other day and I seen a man with a fake LV bag. And I could tell it was fake
How do you know it's fake?
because the LV was lit.
Was VL.
It wasn't VL. The stitching was mad and it was like it was peeling off.
Okay.
Now, real LV, which costs grands and hundreds, don't just peel off like that.
Yeah.
It was fake. And how else I knew is everything else he was wearing was of a normal man. If you're a designer man, you ain't just gonna come out with the LV bag. Everything's designer. You're either in it or you're either all in or you're all out in it. Yeah. So for me, man who are wearing fake clothes and that, yeah, even women as well, they're just trying to be something they're not. They're trying to portray a false image. And I just think you're just an idiot. What's the point?
Yeah.
Just if you're a Primark done or if you're a Lonsdale done, just be who you are, innit? If you're Umbro done, I was wearing Umbro up until last week, cause I don't care. That's who I am, innit? I'm a Lonsdale done. I'm an Umbro done.
Yeah.
Why would I try and hide who I truly am? Because at the end of the day, sooner or later, it's gonna come out.
Yeah, that was like somebody replied to my story the last time we recorded, and they were like, "Does Francis wear no brands intentionally?"
Bro, did they actually say that?
Yeah, like you just never wear brands, innit? So that's what they asked. So now you can get your live reaction, innit?
What my reaction?
Like your response.
You lot, yeah?
You don't
We're
need to
wearing-
wear brands, bro.
Let me fix my helmet, yeah? You lot, yeah, who put focus into brands and that, yeah? Put it this way. Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, you don't see him in pictures in designer LV, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton, yeah? He's wearing normal clothes, but he's a billionaire, yeah? So you lot need to change your mindset because you lot are clapped, you lot are licked, you lot are jokers, yeah? You're putting more emphasis on the externals rather than the internals. Yeah? So a man like me, yeah, I'm on the way to be a multi-millionaire in it, yeah, in a couple of years, yeah? I wear normal clothes because I invest in other areas of my life.
Yeah.
You lot need to do the same. You lot are idiots, yeah? So tell the Don who sent you that message, he's an idiot.
There you go. He's got his answer in it. He's like, yo, does Francis not wear brands just on purpose? Like, is that like your thing? Your
And if you see my shoe collection, you'd be surprised. But
Is
that's
it?
a different story. Come on.
Is it?
Come on.
Come on. Alright, cool. Now you give me something that you love or something that you hate.
So yeah, what we do 2 more then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll get this wrapped
Charge it. Yeah.
because we're trying to spread more love than we are hate, innit?
Of course.
So let me give you a next thing that I love, yeah. I love, when I get spots and zits, I love bursting them, man. I love popping them clean, cause I don't let them sit on my face too long, blood.
Yeah.
Trust me, when I get a big dirty zit,
But when you pop it, yeah, you have to wipe it quick time because if you let the juice go everywhere, it creates more spots.
so what you're saying, you're just spreading the plague.
Yeah, so when
On
you
your
pop
face,
it,
innit?
you have to be wary that you have to wipe that stuff quick time.
Yeah, obviously, you wipe it off anyway. But I like the struggle. Sometimes, yeah, you've got some spots that aren't, they're premature. Like, they came out like 2 weeks early kind of thing. They're in
Yeah.
an incubator and that.
Yeah.
They're premature. So them ones there, I like getting like a little, like a little clothespin
Yeah.
and busting them out the
Oh,
cavity.
have you ever used the toenail clipper?
What? No, to get rid of a spot. You're crazy. That is scars for life, cuz. That is Simba with the scars. You're mad. So explain to the audience, how would you use a toenail clipper?
Okay, basically, yeah, it was a one-time thing, yeah. So I was trying to pop it, yeah, and I'd cut my nails, so it weren't popping, yeah. And I'm trying to do it, and then you know when you have there's like a grace period, so you're starting to pop it. You had that one opportunity, then after that it hurts. So you have to
Yes.
leave it for time,
Yes.
and then you have to go back to it. So obviously I've done it, but I'm leaving the house to go record a video, and I'm like, I can't have that spot on my face. So then I'm like, fam, what can I use to pop that? And I saw the nail clippers, and obviously that's the perfect tool. If they weren't nail clippers, they could be called zip poppers. Let's be real, yeah? And I've just got it, I've looked in the mirror, I've accidentally stabbed myself somewhere else and like cut myself with it. Then I've got it dead on, just yanked that off.
You know how I know deep down you're the ultimate tramp? Yeah? Because you've used nail clippers
Yeah.
that the whole family have used
Yeah, but
on
obviously
their
I've washed
dirty
them.
toenails, yeah?
I've washed them.
You ain't washed nothing, don't lie to me.
I put water on them.
Oh yeah, because water really gets rid of. You didn't put it in alcohol. You didn't bleach it. You didn't know. You just washed it under a little water and that. Yeah, a little
I don't have
Evian
alcohol
water,
in my house to be washing it with.
yeah. And then you put it on your face.
Oh, it's not that deep, man. We're all related. Like, come on, man.
But some family members have got more mashed up toes than some.
Yeah, mine are the most mashed. That's why.
Out of your family?
Yeah, that's why I use them.
Okay, in that
I had
respect.
to go to a feet person the other month,
What a pediatrician?
and they had to shave hard stuff off my feet.
Yeah,
like,
that's the
cut my
crust.
toenails properly. Take this thing that was stuck inside my foot out.
You're stuck in your foot.
It was mad, fam. It was
Wasn't that painful, big man?
cornea.
Cornea?
Yeah, it's like a little corn that sticks out.
Yeah. You ever
that
seen
sticks
that
out.
ad?
And when I was walking, it was hurting. So they pulled it out,
So you had like a
shaved my
bunion thing?
toes, all of that. Yeah, madness.
And what are your feet looking like
My
now?
feet were smooth after that. Obviously, the hardness is coming back and that. The cornea ain't come back. But obviously, my toenails are they're obviously still mashed. But it's all right. I need to go back to him, actually. I actually need to go back to him.
Hey, blood.
I need to shout him again, man.
You need to shout your pediatrician. What's it called?
Bro, you get a mad experience. He's massaging your feet. Because obviously, he took the cornea out, and I think that's it. And I start to go up, he pushed me back. He's like, no, we got to do the whole treatment now.
pushed you back?
I'm like,
What?
rah.
That sounds
I'm
a
like,
bit-
rah.
sounds a bit
It's
mad.
about to get freaky in there. And he starts shaving my
Turns
feet,
drawing
cutting
and
my
that, yeah?
toenails, getting the hammer and the thing out.
Hammer and the chisel. What were
Yeah.
your feet that tough?
Yeah,
cuz?
it's madness.
Concrete
man.
on the foot
Yo,
bottom. What?
the tools he was pulling out, yeah, it was enjoyable.
You're a mad man. Alright, go into your last one then, big man.
Okay, cool. The last thing that I hate, yeah, is when your card declines in front of a female employee.
Why do you hate that?
Bro, so when you're at JD and obviously they have all the Lengos at the front, yeah, and you're going to buy something, your card declines, and then they're like, oh, it's declined, and you're like, oh, okay, give me a sec, and you do it again, it keeps declining.
So what did you do?
After I'm like, oh, sorry, let me check my banking app, but in JD there's no service, so I'm having to go step outside to do it. I've changed all my money around, all of that. gone back, I've bought it, but the embarrassment killed me after that. I was like, obviously, she's not going to ask for my snap now.
What made you think she was going to ask for it in the first place?
Because I just assumed so.
You're a joke, man.
All the time, I just assumed, like, you're looking at me like that way, so you're obviously going to ask me.
So a girl who's working at JD, yeah,
Yeah.
who's got a man at yard and that, yeah,
You don't know that.
more times, let me put it this way, 8 times out of 10, girl have got man, yeah. Girl have got man more than man have got girl. You know that?
Yeah,
Worldwide, you know
obviously,
what I mean?
this is why I'm single.
Exactly. Live example, yeah? So you in JD now buying your little Air Force Ones and that, your little 110s and that. You know about 110s?
Yeah.
You ever seen Shocks? You ever heard of Shocks?
Nah.
You don't know about Shocks?
No, what's that?
My older audience will know about Shocks. Nike. There used to be some Nike shoes called Shocks with some big, like round things on them.
Yeah.
Yeah? When I was young and I had Shocks, I had one pair of Shocks that were expensive back in the day, yeah? Used to think you could jump with them because that's how serious they were. They probably stopped doing them. But man like you now buying your little 110s, your little Air Force Ones and that, what makes you think this girl is into you like that? She just wants to take your money.
I'm buying shoes. Like, I have money.
Well, how many shoes you buying, bro, when the car's declining? You idiot.
No. But then that's how I knew she wasn't going to ask for my snap after that, because obviously she's like, it's giving broke.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's me, bro.
That's you, yeah?
That's me.
That's you. All right, one last one I want to finish on, yeah?
Yeah.
What I hate is TikTok.
Hey, yo.
No, I'll explain why I hate TikTok, yeah? Because in the West, I'm seeing girls shake bunda, shake breast, 100 million. Why is that? You tell me why. Why is that?
What's the West?
We're in the West.
Okay,
Do you think Chinese TikTok is showing these nonsenses across to their people? Then? They're
Oh.
showing engineers, they're showing doctors, they're showing innovation. The TikTok, you know, there was a documentary, there's a research that the TikTok in the West is different to the TikTok out in Asia.
Yeah,
right,
of
you know?
course.
Out there, they're teaching
So
their
there's
youth to
different
be
restrictions.
engineers.
There's different restrictions and
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. They're teaching their people to be engineers. Out here, what are we teaching them? Shake the bunda to a trending song, 100 million. That's why I don't like TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But do you not like it because you're a guy and you can't do that?
Potentially.
Because if you were a girl and you'd obviously have a back in it, would you not be doing that on
What, do you
TikTok?
think if I was going to have a back?
Yeah.
My bread in it.
A dumper truck.
I think so. Do you think I'd be an attractive female? Do you think so?
Huh?
Do you think I'd be attractive?
Why are you asking me this? This is zesty, fam.
This is mad, isn't it?
What about me?
Nah, you'd have potential still.
What
You'd have
with
potential
the beard, yeah?
You'd have potential still.
Yeah. Alright,
But
sure.
you'd need some makeup, though, I
Stop
think.
looking at me like that because it's getting
need some
the
makeup,
sexual
though.
tensions.
But I think if I was a female, yeah, I'd probably be borderline like a J bag still. I ain't gonna lie.
no,
to
this
you,
is your problem. You do all this chatting, yeah, but I know you'd be a J bag if you were a woman.
And you know what else I would do
You'd be
if I was a
throwing it
female,
back
yeah?
for Nobu Novikov.
If I was a female, yeah, I'd be like the biggest criminal in history, bro. You know how many man I would entice thinking that they've got a chance at my panani and I'll be taking all their money, bro. If I was a female, I'd be doing bare of that cost.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'd be the devil in deviling, bro. Trust me, I'll be taking bare man souls. But you know what it is though?
Taking
I'd have a
souls
little
is
man
madness.
I'd have a little one man that I hold it down to, innit? That this is my day one, innit? But all the other men around
But
me,
in your contacts, you have like
dinner,
free food,
free ride.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Nobu, Novikov, Gucci bag.
We have these girls. So we have them on lock. We know what they're doing.
So basically, if we transition into females,
Yeah.
we could do it to a T, bro.
So what would you do if you're at your girl's house and like you see on her phone that you're saved as free food?
And she's meant to be my girl.
Yeah, so
I'm
you're
saying that's free food.
So you've just ordered Domino's, the Domino's in the yard, yeah. Everything in like you've gone over to her house, yeah. She asked you to come over, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
You ordered Domino's, yeah. You're thinking after I've ate the Domino's, it's gonna get freaky and that, yeah. And then you text her phone, yeah, and then you just see free food come up.
Well, you know what it is? You gotta take this honor with pride, innit? Yeah.
Huh?
If she's got you as free food, but she's giving you the clout, and you just take it as it is, innit? But if you're getting nothing in return,
But that means you're paying like £20 a cart.
Domino's are doing 50% off, bro. So you can get a large pizza £12.
You're nitty.
What do you mean? Domino's are doing. Did you see the promotion they're doing, bro? You can get a large pizza £12, bro. I'll pay £12 a clock, man.
12 on the clock is crazy, and you're lasting 2 seconds as well. Are we done here now? Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. Obviously, we went into a tangent talking about what we'd look like if we were females. I don't know.
I thought that episode was going to be dead, but it was actually fire.
It was indeed. A few more honourable mentions. We won't talk about them. We'll just brush over them.
Yeah.
So other things that I loved that we didn't really talk about. Entitled people. I hate them. OnlyFans girls. I don't really like them.
We know this.
Yeah. And babies. Now, I'll quickly just briefly talk about why I mentioned babies, because obviously they're innocent and sweet and they get away with everything.
Yeah.
And if babies commit crimes, they don't go to prison, which isn't really fair. So,
What crimes have babies committed?
if a baby shot you down right now, you know he's not getting paid. You know that, innit?
How's a baby going to shoot me though?
You don't think a baby is capable of holding a gun and pulling the trigger?
Nah. All right, man. This is for a different day.
Yeah, and with that, folks, I've been Funny Francis.
I've been Draay.
Until next time, yeah?
Safe.
Don't keep no guns around babies, yeah? Because it can get crazy.
Say it with chest podcast.